Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Quick 60. Today I'm going to be giving you an update and breakdown of the AFC South division, the first division that I'm going to break down with my predictions and updates. So, for my first place team in the AFC South this year is going to be the Tennessee Titans. I think that they were going to be first place regardless if they got Julio Jones or not. That just is a big landing spot for them. And now I predict them to go 12-5. And that's going to be good enough to clinch the AFC South, obviously. I don't think it's going to be good enough to get a first round bye, but it's a quarterback driven league, and some people are kind of down on Tannehill, don't think he's that great. Realistically, he was just bad with Adam Gase, but now he's on fire. I think he threw for 3,800 yards, and he had 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions last year. And that's without Julio Jones. So you add him to the mix, and I think he's really doing something. I think that their weak point is obviously their secondary defense. Janoris Jenkins is going to have to hold down the corner spot, and they drafted Caleb Farley in the first round. So who knows what's going to happen with him. He had a little injury concern going into the draft. So we'll see how good he holds up as a rookie for the Titans. But it's definitely going to be that defense with Rashaan Evans trying to hold that fort down for them. If they can be somewhat top 15 defense, I think they're going to be a really good team this year. If they're the bottom 15 defense, their offense can only do so much to keep up with a scoring pace, 40 points a game to win games. Next, I have the Colts going 12-7 and finishing second. I believe they probably might get that second wild card spot in the AFC. Carson Wentz, Michael Pittman, T.Y. Hilton, Jonathan Taylor. He looks really good. I think they're just reaching the peak. Depends on how well. This is a quarterback-driven league. It depends on how well Carson Wentz plays. Depending on if Watson is there or not. You got Watson, the first best quarterback in the league, in the division. Then you got Tannehill, and then you have Carson Wentz. So, and Trevor Lawrence is 1A, 1B with Carson Wentz. So depending on how well Carson Wentz plays, that's going to be how the Colts go. They can only ride Jonathan Taylor so much for their offense. The Colts defense looks pretty good with Darius Leonard still back, and they added DeForest Buckner on the defensive line, so that's going to help as well. I think their secondary, kind of like the Titans, is their weak point on the defensive side of the ball. But they don't have Julio Jones and A.J. Brown to help keep up the scoring pace. I don't think T.Y. Hilton and Michael Pittman are as good as those two. So we'll see what happens, but I have them going 10-7. So in third place in the division, I have the Jaguars improving this year, but not making enough improvements to make the playoffs. I believe they're going to go 5-12 this year. You have a rookie running back starting at Travis Etienne, then you have Trevor Lawrence, a rookie quarterback. So it's really hard to have two rookie offensive players in your offensive spark. But they do have upgrades in Marvin Jones, offensive players in your offensive spark. But they do have upgrades in Marvin Jones and DJ Chark's back. So I think that that's going to be huge for them as far as just to take leaps and bounds. Not this year, but next year. I believe they'll improve off 5-12. And lastly, we have the Houston Texans. I believe they're going to go 2-15 this year. Even the clock's right twice a day. So I don't think they're going to have Deshaun Watson play for them, which is going to hurt. They're going to have Mills probably starting at quarterback. And then they have David Johnson, Kute, he's playing receiver. They have Philip Lindsay, Mark Ingram, Brandon Cooks. I think their best offensive player is going to be Laramie Tunsil. So we'll see what happens. On the defensive side of the ball, they're going to be horrendous. They have Whitney Merciless and Cunningham, but that's about it. So Bradley Roby, he's suspended. So we'll see what happens, but they might win 2 games all year. So it's going to be brutal to be a Houston Texans fan. Next update is going to be over the NFC South. So we did AFC South today. We're going to do NFC South in the next few days. So be on the lookout for that. If you like my page, please subscribe down below. Until next time, this is the Quick 60. Peace.